Weather is warmer and we are getting that time of year when we get to see some turtles roaming around Austin.
Yeah, more than just around Austin. We have a few species of turtle and tortoises native to our area. We're speaking with a local expert about what to do if you come across one. So joining us this morning, turtles and all, Brenda Bush with Central Texas Tortoise Rescue. So let's first start with, tell us who you brought today and just tell us what species do we have here in Central Texas.
All right. Well, we do actually have quite a few species in our area. A lot of what you see on the roads around us are red-eared sliders and river cooters, which we don't handle at our rescue, so I didn't have available to bring to you, but those are the ones you see a lot. You also might see some of these little guys. This is a little box turtle. This is a three-toed box turtle who's being very shy right now, so he's not going to show you himself. This is a Texas tortoise. This is our only native tortoise in Texas, and they're actually native south of San Marcos.
Oh, cool.
But they're actually a protected species, so you're not supposed to take these from the wild. You're not supposed to pick them up. You're supposed to just leave them, let them be. If they are walking in a roadway and being a little, dangerous, you can get them across the road, help them finish crossing the road. Help them get the way they're headed, otherwise they'll just keep trying to get that way. So help them get across the road and get there, and then just leave them be because they're a protected species.
How about
so we
this
gotta leave
one
them.
here?
It's so tiny.
That is a baby sulcata. They are very popular in the pet trade. But they do get very large. They get up to 200 pounds.
Oh, so this is a baby?
Yes, that's a baby. That's an 8-month-old.
Oh, wow.
And they will live nearly 200 years, 150 to 200 years in captivity, and they're huge. But they're so popular in the pet trade, and people sometimes will get them not being well informed about what they're getting into, and then they end up bringing them to us because they're like, or they outlive their owner. Therefore they get brought to us because the owner has, passed away, and the family members are like, no, can't do this.
Well, we do. And I'll get to how you help in that situation just a little bit. But for the people who are at home, the difference between a tortoise and a turtle, what is that?
They're all chelonians, which is the scientific term for all of these little shelled friends. But most turtles like water. Box turtles will actually spend a lot of time in and out of the water, but tortoises tend to stay more on the land and they do need water, though. That's a myth that they don't need any water. They get it all from their food. Actually, that's a myth. They need a lot of water. This guy, if you pick him up out in the wild, he might eliminate, he might urinate, and then he'll be dehydrated. So he needs to find water pretty quickly after that to rehydrate himself, or he could, that's why it's not a good idea to pick them up from the wild.
And so you mentioned, this one do not pick up, but what should you do? Like if you see them on the road, obviously help them out, but what should you do if you're in your backyard and you see a turtle or a tortoise?
If you know that it's a native species, like these two guys here, just let them go along their way. Red-eared sliders, river cooters, just let them go along their way. Leave them alone as long as they're not in danger. If they're in danger, again, help them get to safety. But if they're a pet tortoise, like this little Russian right here, or the sulcata, or a giant sulcata, any of those little guys, then we want you to contact us or a wildlife rescue, and we will help you get them to a place that can get them a new home like us.
I want to talk about this rescue because it's really important that you even exist. Tell us about the history, what you're doing, and there is a call for volunteers, right?
Yes.
Okay, tell me.
We welcome volunteers to come and help us clean enclosures, plant new cactus, because they love cactus, all of those kinds of things. And we need adopters like crazy. That's what we need the most of, is adopters, because we are a rescue. We work like a shelter. We take in tortoises and box turtles that need new homes, and help them find new homes. So that's what we need. We get a lot of them turned over to us, and they need new homes all the time. So we need new adopters. There's
a wait list you were talking about?
There is frequently a wait list to get animals into our shelter or our rescue. I have 12 foster homes across Texas. So thank goodness for our foster homes. They take in tortoises and turtles for us as well. And but at my location near Pflugerville, we have over 20 tortoises and turtles right now.
That need a home.
It's at all of our places are at private homes, so we work by appointment. But yeah, we need adopters. That's the main thing we need.
And then if you do choose to adopt, really quickly, how is it? How do you care for them at home?
They have to have an outdoor enclosure. That way they're the happiest and healthiest they can be. So building an outdoor enclosure, and we have guidance on our website at texastortoiserescue.com. Lots of guidance on what the enclosure should look like or can look like, as well as how to feed them, because they eat different things. This little guy is an omnivore. He loves to eat worms and snails. And this little guy, his primary diet is nothing but cactus. That boy loves cactus. Yeah. But these guys can't be pets. We have a permit to keep him to teach people. These guys are complete herbivores. Russians are complete herbivores. They like to eat just the grasses in your yard and things like that. So building a nice, healthy, grassy, planted enclosure is what's needed.
All right. Well, Brenda, thank you so much for talking with us. Yeah. It's been fun. I've been doing my responsibility with this little guy. You have your hands full over there.